Good afternoon, everyone. So glad that you're here to join us at Haynes Church for this afternoon's concert. My name is Marie Gelsinger Miller, and I am the Director of Music here at Haynes, and we are so pleased to be able to welcome you all. Today, some of our audience members are from the Haynes Church and local community, while others have traveled a great distance, including our performers. And we still have others that are joining us online. So wherever you are coming from or viewing us at, we are so pleased that you are able to do that. I want to send out a special greeting to our shut-ins and our sick who might also be watching. I hope that this program brings you great joy as well. Thank you to the Haynes Church for sponsoring these programs. The Gaul concert series is a wonderful extension of the music ministry here in our church and to the greater community. The last concert on the season schedule will occur on April the 26th. That will be the Conrad Weiser High School Jazz Band and Choraleers. Please make a special note, if you're used to coming to the concerts here at 3 o'clock, that one will begin at 2 o'clock. The groups have another engagement later in that day, so that concert will start early. That will be at 2 o'clock on April the 26th. And if you've been here for the Conrad Weiser High School groups before, you know that they are amazing. They are just so very talented, and so we're thrilled to be able to feature our local talent as well. When you entered, you received a flyer giving today's details of our program of the Gaul concert series, as well as the list of patrons. Many people have become patrons of this series, which is what allows us to be able to hold these concerts throughout the year. And so if you'd like to become a patron of the series, please fill out the information on the back of that handout, and you can either mail it into the office, bring it into the office, or put it in the offering plate, and then we'll be able to include you in that list of sponsors. And again, it helps us to be able to continue this wonderful series of programs. I have started the first of my 5th year here, and I have to say that every year the programs have become more and more outstanding as we go, and the variety has been wide and rich. So I really encourage you to be sponsors of the series and help us to continue it as we go forward. There are also offering plates at the back of the church that you can put a donation for today's offerings as well. And then also, if you would like to be on our mailing list, you can also take the back of the form that you received today, put your mailing address, or even better, your email address on it, and leave it for me in the offering plate. And I will be able to add your name to the list so that you are aware of future concerts here. At the end of the program, we are going to have a reception that will be in our chapel, and you can find the chapel by going out the door that you came into and going to the left. The chapel will be on the right. Similarly, if you need to use the restroom, if you go out the door, go to your left, and straight down the hall, you'll come to the restrooms on your right-hand side that are attached to the cloakroom. Today's reception is being sponsored by the Prime Timers, so I want to thank all of them for bringing and setting up such a lovely little get-together for us at the end. I also want to say thank you to Anna Mae Luce, who has coordinated all of those receptions throughout the year, so thank you to Anna Mae, as well as to all the Prime Timers. Now I want to extend a warm welcome to Linda Littleton and Karen Hershon, members of the Simple Gifts duo. Linda and Karen performed here at Haynes several years ago, and I'm thrilled to be able to welcome them back again. I know that you are in for a wonderful afternoon of fun music making, so please join me in welcoming the Simple Gifts.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us. Thanks for coming out to hear us. And We're real excited about playing for you.
This is a beautiful view for playing music.
Oh my gosh, it is. So I'm Linda, this is Karen.
And we play folk music.
So we will get to all of the instruments up here, and we'll especially explain the ones that are kind of different. We don't need to explain these. So we'll start with an American fiddle tune, and get this name, this doesn't sound American. It's called Bonaparte Crossing the Rhine. Now what's American about that, I don't know, but it's an American tune.
So hopefully that made you want to get up and dance. Do you want this louder?
Okay, how's this? You hearing okay in the back? Good, good.
We don't want to get a heavy metal sound going here.
You don't?
No.
I wanna, wouldn't that be cool if we could play heavy metal?
You'll be playing with somebody else.
So, same instruments, but something very different. And many cultures have fiddles playing together. So we have a Bulgarian piece next, and it is in 7/8 meter. It goes, the rhythm is 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2.
Yes, it's very, very interesting. It's actually based on a dance step that's used in Bulgaria, and a lot of what we play is dance-based music. So 7/8 rhythm, and right at the beginning I'll count just a little bit so you can see how it falls. It will be on the test. One, two, 1 2 3 1 2 1 2.
to get out her beautiful Gibson guitar. She loves this guitar. If you asked us what our favorite instruments are, we'd both say, oh, we love them all equally, but Karen actually loves her guitar the best. That guitar's about as old as you are, huh?
Yes, actually, it might even be a little bit younger.
Oh.
Yes.
So what we'll play next is klezmer music, and that is Jewish music from Eastern Europe. So if you kind of think Fiddler on the Roof, the music from Fiddler on the Roof is Broadway, it's not klezmer. The culture that you're seeing in Fiddler on the Roof, that is what klezmer music comes from.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Karen played that one in an alternate tuning, so she's just tuning back up. And then we thought, well, here we are in a church, we should play a hymn. So we're going to play Holy Manna, which it's the melody of brethren we have come to pray, come to gather. You guys know what's brethren we have. I'm Jewish, I don't have to know these things. Brethren, we have something. Because we played it at a brethren church. They were very happy about this. But the melody of it is called Holy Manna. And we kind of start out and it's like real kind of hymn-like, and by the end it kind of sounds like a fiddle tune. It just lent itself well to that.
Oh my, guitars in the wintertime. They're like bad toddlers. Yes, so this is Holy Manna, and American folk music, especially a lot of the religious or spiritual music that was written, is just absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Let's do Semyon. So we're going to play another piece of klezmer music. One of the reasons I really enjoy klezmer music is it has very unusual scales. I always think of it as circus music in a minor key, where it's very emotional and can be pretty exciting music, but it just sounds a little different because of those scales. Linda's going to be playing the hammer dulcimer. This is the largest instrument that we travel with. And actually, I understand that I think somebody here played a cimbalum, Hungarian cimbalum, at one of your concerts. This is the same concept where you hammer on it to get a sound. So there's strings on the instrument, and do you want to show them?
I'm gonna come out here with it. Oops.
Yeah, Carol. Whoa.
All right, here's what it is, hammer dulcimer. Lots of strings, and the strings all go all the way across, but they get raised up by bridges. So the strings get raised up at the point you're going to play them, if that makes sense. And I'll be whacking on the hammers.
Oh, I have to put the cable.
Yes, you do.
So why don't you play them the scale that's in this?
Okay, here is the scale for this piece. A little different.
So we do all of our own arranging, and I really wanted to start this with a blues lick, which is not traditional, but it was fun. Little bit of a reggae beat. Thank you. Very different sounding.
Tones or waves?
sing a song, and I used to play in a bluegrass band, and I sang a lot of high tenor, and it was a lot of fun. In fact, we played around this area pretty much. The name of the band was Whetstone Run, and this song is, I really decided I wanted to not sing for a while so I would get better on my instruments, because I always was paying more attention to my voice than what I was playing. So I thought, well, if I close my mouth, I only have one way to go, and that is play the instruments. So anyway, I decided also to do a little bit more singing now. And this one was really fun. This was from my great-grandmother went out west in 1851 to Oregon. One second here, I've got to get this. Put that in there. Get this. And she was 16 years old, and she took a long, long trip out there. And of course, at her age, I'm sure it was very exciting and just fun. She later on became the first clerk of the state of Oregon, and she did a lot of things with, her sons were painters, and she knew a lot of poets at the time, so I kind of wish I had known her. But anyway, so this is the song she wrote, and this is called, or poem, it's called Crossing the Plains, and just a few things in it. She talks about a hickory shirt, which is like, you guys know what Dickies overalls, farm overalls are? It's kind of like the original Dickies overalls. They went out in a cart and six, and that would have been a cart with round wheels on it, just the 2 round wheels and 6 oxen. They of course ran into a lot of problems with water, but one of the other things that they did was they let their wagons down on the ropes down those steep bluffs, and it saved them apparently almost 3 weeks of travel. But the other one that I found very interesting is her reference to the phrase, "see the elephant." And in the Civil War in the latter part of the 1800s, that was a British phrase, but also an American phrase for a soldier who had not yet gone to his first war, but had heard about it from other soldiers, but then when they were finally in their first battle, they had seen the elephant. So it was hearing about something that was hard to believe, and then you did finally see it. So you'll hear that reference. So we're going to go west with Bell Walker Cook and see what we run into out there. So, Crossing the Plains. Did you ever cross the plains where they wear the hickory shirt, where the eyes get used to smoke and the face be grimed with dirt? Did you cross the muddy river more nerved than the Styx and begin your journey westward all in a cart and 6? Have you traveled through the sand up the famous River Platte, where the bluffs are so romantic, but the water tastes so flat? Have you camped out in a hailstorm when the winds were blowing high, upsetting tents and wagons and making children cry? Did you get up in the morning feeling somewhat water-soaked and find your cattle missing? Did you ever get provoked? And while you hunted cattle, did that little muddy creek rise like a second deluge and keep you there a week? rolling like the mighty Main? Or was it but a couple 5 miles across the plain? Did you tread on rattlesnakes and fields of prickly pear till you wished yourself back home again, any place but there? Did you see the glorious landscape spread out before your eyes? Did you climb the rocky ridges or stood on mountains high? Did your wagons tip up endwise as you rattled down the hill? Or did you let them down on ropes in places steeper still? Lastly, though not least, did you cross the Cascade Range and see the noted elephant the world would think so strange? Did you slide down Laurel Hill when the rain was falling fast? And with one yoke of cows, did you reach your goal at last? If you saw and did all this with 1,000 items more, I think it can be doubted you are wiser than before. Though your home's a leaky cabin when the winter rain comes on, no wonder you are well content to live in Oregon. No wonder you are well content to live in Oregon. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So mandolin is next. The mandolin it's kind of a cross between a fiddle and a guitar. It's tuned same as a violin, but you play it with a pick like a guitar. And in fact, when Karen and I started playing together 30 years ago, which is, I can't believe it's been that long, but 30 years ago we started playing together. She came by my house with her guitar and her fiddle, and we played some music together. And I thought, well, logically, she would play the mandolin. So I said, do you play the mandolin? Well, I didn't hear it till years later. Apparently, she was afraid of me then. She didn't want to say no. So she said, oh yeah, I play the mandolin. And then, during the next week, she went out and bought a mandolin. And the next week, she was playing it. So there you go.
Well, this half does what you do on guitar. I have a guitar pick, and this does what you do on a violin. So somewhere right down the middle here, if I don't cross over, I'm okay. So it's a little tricky. So, which one are we gonna do here?
You pick Idra.
Let's do Idra.
Do Idra?
Yeah. We're gonna do a Swedish tune, actually. This is called Schottish from Idra, and a Schottish is a dance, and Idra is the town that it would be from. you. Shalish Shamidra, thank you very much.
I'm gonna do the book.
Okay.
Okay.
Mandolins are the worst toddlers. They have a loose bridge, so as you're tuning it, the bridge is going back and forth and back and forth. So
Hey,
I'll tune.
you're the one that plays it, and you're the one that puts up with it. I'm gonna pass our book around. Inside our book, first of all, you could, if you give us your contact info, we'll send you an email about once a month, letting you know where we're gonna be. And we also ask for zip code, so if we're playing near to your zip code, then you'll get a different sort of email saying, hey, we're playing near you. Flip the pages, and if you'd like our contact info or just a little picture of us on a card, you can pull one of these out of here. Now, twice a year, we coordinate a weekend music event. It's both for people who play and for people who don't play an instrument but wish they did. And there are many workshops, like about 10 workshops going on at the same time. So, for example, if you don't play, you might go to a drumming workshop or something to learn basics of recognizing different melody forms. And people who play an instrument then would go and they might learn Irish tunes or klezmer. There's a choice of a lot of things to do. It's in South Central Pennsylvania, in Huntington County, I'd say about 2 hours from here, and you go for the weekend. One of them's on a college campus, and one is at a camp, but at the college, you stay in the dorm. And so anyhow, take one of these. It's got the dates and the websites of both of those. And then there are some also flyers here about our next event that's coming up in May. So we'll start. All of this is also on the table in the coop room over that way. And our CDs are there too, so I'll just make the pitch for them now. We've got like 6 different CDs. They're laid out there. It's totally self-service. You take what you want to have and you decide how much you think it should cost, and you put the money in a jar, and that's it.
So here comes the book to pass around. So before I announce the next one, I have to see which instrument Linda's going to pick up. Yeah, how about that?
Okay, I'm going to pick up this one. I wonder what she's going to say now.
No, don't pick that one up.
We don't play these together.
No,
She's looking at me like, what can we do? All right, I'm going to get the banjo.
Ah, good, okay. So, yes, I was expecting her to get the banjo. So banjo is a fascinating instrument, and it's a very underrated instrument. And it's kind of interesting. It has a very mixed history, and it's kind of it's a sad history. It's you know, there are aspects of our culture where we made fun of banjos because they were African. So the slaves were allowed to play banjos because they weren't as loud as drums. So you couldn't send messages by using a banjo. But they really were ridiculed with the age of minstrelsy. But they're fascinating because they play, the style that Linda plays directly goes back to Africa. But it really caught on in the Appalachian Mountains. I mean, they totally fell in love with the instrument. And I think it's because of the fiddle tunes had some of the same rhythms that the banjo had. So she's playing with it's called claw hammer. So her hand is in this position, and she's striking at the string. She's hammering at it with her hand this way. She's not plucking it the way you would pluck a harp or a classically played guitar. It's literally hammering at the strings. So
It's the weirdest thing, this instrument. You know, we both play and have played many instruments. This is the only one I know of that it needs to be played a certain way, so you need to change what you're gonna play to fit how it wants to be played, rather than the other way around. Because your arm just, this is the basic thing that your arm is supposed to do. And the melody has to just fit into it. But it's a great instrument because you're playing melody and backup at the same time. It's really a lot of fun. So we have two Irish tunes. The first is called Red-Haired Boy, and the second is Mason's Apron.
Yes, here we go. Thank you very much. Those are a lot of fun to play. There's a lot of improv going on in that. Those two.
Does anybody have a question?
No questions?
Well, look at that. Okay, you could ask us anything, we'd have to answer you, because we started it.
Well, we're not financial advisors.
And this may be a stupid question, but is there any physical difference between a fiddle and a violin?
That's a great question.
Yes, that's a very good question.
There is no difference. It's the same instrument, whether it's a fiddle or a violin. It's kind of the style of music that you play. But to play, you would need like a better quality instrument to play violin music because it's more about the tone, whereas playing fiddle is more about rhythm. You know, sometimes the bridge is cut a little flatter. Fiddles kind of get multiple strings at the same time more than violinists do, but it's small differences. It's basically the same thing.
Fiddle's cheaper.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Triangle instrument you originally picked up.
Yes, the triangle instrument. that you
Oh,
picked
the
up.
triangle. Oh, right.
Yes.
We're gonna play them next. Are we gonna play them next?
That's
I think
okay,
we
yeah.
should.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's called a bowed psaltery. It's a psaltery with a P, Psaltery. And the psaltery's mentioned in the Bible, and that is a plucked psaltery. These psalteries we play with a bow, so the full name is bowed psaltery. And it's about the easiest instrument up here, other than the one that you don't see and that you'll hear about later. Let me, you want to take this? Yeah. Look how she takes care of me. Wasn't that nice? Okay, so it's got a bunch of strings on it. They all, you tune them down here, and then they all end somewhere along the edge of the triangle. And you move the bow to the string you want. I'll bring it out again. I just like being closer to the audience. This is my excuse to do that. Here's what I'll be playing. Okay, now what people are always asking, I'll answer this, is they're always asking, how do you play these strings in the middle? Because you can't get the bow in there. I have my finger on a string. I'm going to follow it. That string ends right here. That's where you play that string. They're all going to end somewhere on the edge. So, a lot of fun, and it doesn't squeak like the violin does when you learn how to play it. Somehow it's easier to get the sound out.
Did you just say they don't squeak?
Yeah, when you hear the
Oh my heavens, your cat used to hate this.
Let's try it. It's easy to make a violin squeak. Yeah, like that kind of sound, it's real easy to get that sound on a violin if you don't know how to play it. But no, I had to work at getting it to do that. All right, we'll play a medley of Shaker hymns.
lot of fun to play. They're not that hard, and they lend themselves actually very well to some slower music like hymns. You can get them in different sizes, but and they're easy to carry around. So, bowed psalteries.
All right, so I told you we had one instrument that's even easier than the bowed psaltery, and Karen learned how to play these when she was in college. One of the many things she did there. What you got, Karen?
Oh, I have spoons.
She's got a pair of spoons. She learned how to play spoons from somebody who didn't speak any English.
Yes.
He was playing spoons and she went over and pointed at them and he showed her.
So this is Cajun style spoons, and I learned from a very, very well-known squeeze box player of Cajun music, Nathan Absher. And he didn't speak any English, but I just pointed at the spoons and pointed at myself, and he knew what I meant, so he did teach me. Actually, it's very interesting. Spoons are played all over the world. They play them in Turkey, they play them in Egypt and the Scandinavian countries. And actually, they play them incredible wooden spoon playing in Ukraine. And if you get a chance to look that up online, that's really fancy. So here we go. Cajun style spoons, and it turns your silverware into a percussion instrument. This one I learned from my Three Stooges video. Curly, the guy with no hair, was apparently a very good player. Here's a cheap trick. You just choose which hand to move. So that is, thank you. That's Cajun style spoon. We do sell some out of the table. They are already joined, so you don't have to learn anything but how to hold on to them. And this move. So, spoons, that was fun.
So I'm thinking, seeing as we were asked to play for an hour, maybe we should go like 10 minutes over and do 2 more.
Oh, that's okay.
Right, yeah, like we don't quite
Okay.
pay attention to time. Yeah, we didn't notice how late it was, so we're gonna play 2 more. And the next one is one you may well recognize. It's called A Shokin Farewell. And if you watch the Ken Burns Civil War series, it was back in the 80s, I think, or maybe early 90s. This is the melody that was woven all through it.
Yes, when you play in one of these nice, big old churches, it really fits. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we're going to end up with two wild Romanian tunes here.
So thank you so much.
Yeah, really.
I just have to say that we absolutely love doing what we do, and just realize how lucky we are to have the opportunity to be in front of an audience sharing music. But you know, without the audience, it just isn't the same. So thank you for being here and allowing us to do this. And special thanks to Marie for selecting us for the series. We're honored and so glad we've gotten to play here. There's a reception afterwards, and I would say just follow the person in front of you because they probably know where they're going. Just go where they go. And that sounds nice. We'll still be in here for a bit if you want to come up afterwards to ask about the instruments, or if you're curious about spoons playing, we can show you how you hold the spoons, or any of that, and then we'll eventually get over to the reception too. All right, so wild Romanian tunes. See you at the end of this.
Yeah, no kidding. so much.